Curriculum integration combines the knowledge, skills, and understandings from various discipline areas in significant ways, allowing for flexibility and all-inclusive learning to occur. A cross-curriculum approach to integrated curriculum is comprised of multiple teachers working together using a shared conceptual framework that draws together concepts, theories, and approaches from the parent disciplines. Curriculum is effective when it is relevant, standards-based, and meaningful for students. It should also challenge students to solve real-world problems, according to Lope 1999, page 1. Savage 2012 also asserts that learning should be relevant for the students and reflect the real issues and challenges that can be found in today's society. A cross-curricular approach to teaching and learning requires students to not only focus on the relevant disciplines, but also to explore various inquiry units. These inquiry skills relate to the discipline areas, but require higher-order thinking skills, communication skills, research skills, self-management skills, and social skills, according to Savage and Drake 2016. Clark and Sun 2010 reiterate, it is the teacher's ability to combine the various perspectives found in content that allows them to establish a new framework for students to explore. This cross-curriculum approach to teaching and learning creates connections between disciplines, but also transcends it through its multi-tiered approach. Savage and Drake 2016. A study found that schools that focused on teaching via an integrated curriculum had higher results for students in literacy development, school readiness, and overall learning skills compared to traditional early years programs. Not only did students from the schools where the integrated learning approach was utilized have high academic results, but also greater inquiry skills, action, and international mindedness than other students. These results reiterate that utilizing an integrated learning approach in the classroom means that teachers are facilitating learning that not only stimulates students' intellect, but also involves that of their mind, body, and emotions. It is an approach that goes beyond the disciplinary boundaries, focusing on the whole child and meaningful inquiry.
Assessments advance student learning with some traditional forms of such being oral or written reports, tests, or quizzes. When integrating curriculum, it is required for teachers to move beyond these traditional forms in order to evaluate the conceptual understanding and skills of students developed through a range of curriculum areas. Whilst Tackling believes science assessment to be a process of gathering information about students' learning in relation to scientific understanding, if we are challenging students to connect science with other curriculum areas, then assessment must cater for such. A quiz or written test is that allows students to demonstrate the skills and concepts gained and the connections formed between subjects. A teacher from Singapore was able to move beyond these traditional assessment forms by using a rubric that assesses students on the skills and concepts of the separate subjects. For teachers to utilize this form of rubric as a marking criterion, assessment flexibility is developed and students are provided with opportunities to engage in units of inquiry, investigations, journals, and portfolios to demonstrate their skills. Teachers can also use open-ended tasks, encouraging student exploration and engagement. Open-ended questions or tasks can also be effective as a formative assessment. Furthermore, these assessment forms allow students to engage, explore, and have significant input during the learning process, with authentic assessment strategies such as a portfolio believed by Lope to be an effective assessment in relation to integrated curriculum. To make these assessments student-centered, students could receive input on what they should be assessed against in their rubric. These assessments allow teachers to circulate around the classroom, listening to the rich classroom discussions. Questioning can also be incorporated, assisting teachers in recognizing student interests and if they're on track. The assessment chosen enables students to demonstrate everything they know regarding the topic or theme. If students have to answer a test question, they are not provided with an opportunity to show the extent of their knowledge beyond that one question. Overall, if teachers move beyond traditional assessments when implementing integrated curriculum in science, more accurate evidence of student learning is achieved.
Science is a dynamic, collaborative, and creative process in order to understand our world through the use of exploring and investigating. Benchmarks for science literacy and the National Science Education Standards emphasize the same points about science education, that it is tentative, empirically based, subjective, a product of human creativity, and socially and culturally embedded. This statement has a strong correlation to research done by Bransford, Brown and Cocking, where they stated that science is most effective through first-hand experience combined with ample opportunities for reflection and rich talk. Modern research articles examine the use of integrating science into teaching other subject areas of learning in order for students to benefit in their understanding of science. The ideas model is used as a form of integration between science and literacy. The model includes concept-focused teaching, first-hand activities, reading, writing, and the construction of propositional concept maps based on reading. This model has created a coherence between science and literacy and allows for the teaching of science to be improved as students are able to make intertextual connections with texts and are also able to develop more conventional forms of scientific ideas. Another example involving integrating science and literacy is through a program referred to as concept-orientated reading instruction. This framework explains the important role of science and science inquiry as a setting to allow students to engage with various topics to facilitate reading. Studies show that this form of integration not only improves students' science concept learning, but as well as reading comprehension. Research has shown that integration of science into other subject areas not only has positive benefits for the teaching and learning of science, but also that of other subject areas.